We are sure Apple had plans for a great premiere event last March, but COVID-19 turned everything upside down and such plans were abruptly scrapped. The new iPhone was unveiled fanfareless on the maker's website out of the blue, but it quickly became famous for not being only one of the cheapest iPhones ever made, but also as one of the season's hottest bang for the buck offers. So today, we are going to review the iPhone SE 2020 and make a verdict whether it is worth 42,500 rupees or not. So welcome to Phone Edge and you are with Rahul. The Apple iPhone SE retail box contains the prehistoric 5-watt charger and the usual lightning cable. We do appreciate the earpods that are included with every iPhone though. 2 Apple logo stickers and the SIM ejector complete the SE bundle. The iPhone SE supports USB PD fast charging up to 18 watt as well as wireless charging up to 8 watt. So at least you are not without other options. You just have to get yourself a quick charger separately. So talking about the design, there's always 2 ways to look at an iPhone, especially one with such a controversial design as the iPhone SE. It's either love or hate. It has been this way since the iPhones came into existence, even with specs, features and prices to help fuel these 2 feelings. So the iPhone SE is indeed quite small. It measures 138.4 into 67.3 into 7.3 mm and weighs just 148 grams, meaning it is 1 cm shorter and 3 mm narrower than Mi9 SE. But if we are to compare with the new iPhone SE to the old one, well, it's definitely grown bigger, 1.5 cm taller and 1 cm wider to be very specific. It also gained some weight, that is 35 grams, a noticeable load if you are comparing those 2 directly. But as far as the design is concerned, it's modern but also a remnant of our digital past. The iPhone SE 2020 uses the same Gorilla Glass panels and aluminium frame the iPhone 8 had back in 2017, and even then this design was already 3 years old. And as the most recent teardowns have revealed, Apple has recycled pretty much everything in the iPhone SE, from the hardware design on the outside to the components used inside. So the new iPhone SE packs a 4.7-inch 16:9 LED backlit IPS LCD screen, also known as Retina display, which has 326 ppi or 1334 into 750 pixels. This particular pixel density has been introduced with the iPhone 4, and it is the true meaning behind the word Retina in Apple's world all these years. The iPhone X was first to change that to Super Retina 458 ppi. The screen is flat, protected by a custom-made glass by Corning Glass, and has oleophobic coating and additional smudge resistance. Now let's move on to the battery. The iPhone SE is powered with 1821 mAh battery, the same capacity as iPhone 8's, though a different cell. You can charge the iPhone SE with an ancient 5-watt charger, the Pro's 18-watt charger, or any USB PD charger really. The iPhone SE also supports wireless charging, so that's an option as well. The iPhone SE ships with a regular 5-watt 1 Ah charger plug with replenish 27% of a dead battery in 30 minutes, while a full charge requires about 2 hours and 30 minutes. The iPhone SE 2020 has 2 speakers, one dedicated at the bottom and the other one is the earpiece. The bottom one offers more bass than the earpiece, but other than that, their loudness seems balanced enough. The iPhone SE 2020 runs on the latest Apple iOS 13.4 OS and should be enjoying about 5 years of uninterrupted software updates, both major and minor. The iOS 13 wasn't that of a major OS update. It focused on improving the default system apps instead. The highlight feature of the $400 iPhone SE is its hardware platform, the Apple A13 Bionic, the same one within the premium iPhone 11 models. The A13 has 8.5 billion transistors and is built on a 7 nanometers plus process. The Apple A13 Bionic chip packs a hexa-core processor with 2 into 2.65 GHz lightning high-performance core and 4 into 1.8 GHz thunder-efficient CPU cores. Apple's iPhone SE features the same 12-megapixel single camera found on the iPhone 8. It uses a Sony's sensor with 28mm f1.8 lens. Optical stabilization is available as well as face detection autofocus. The quad LED dual tone flash from the iPhone 8 is also available on the SE, and it supports slow sync flash. It keeps the shutter open for a bit longer, letting in some of the ambient light and making the image look more natural and not as contrasty as the regular flash images. The low light performance has improved since the iPhone 8 by a lot, even if same camera takes the images. They present enough resolved details, probably as a result of a gentler noise reduction. The 7-megapixel Apple iPhone SE selfie photos can put to shame most of the 20-megapixel and 32-megapixel quad buyer shooters we have experienced later on a variety of Android phones. The iPhone SE 7-megapixel images come out with outstanding detail, contrast and even dynamic range. The colors are great, and overall, this is one of the best selfie cameras we have seen in a while. Finally, speaking about the video recording, Apple iPhone SE captures videos in all popular resolutions and frame rates, all of them optically stabilized as usual. All 30 FPS videos also feature cinematic video stabilization and expanded dynamic range thanks to the smart HDR. The iPhone SE can do 4K at 60 FPS and 1080 at 240 FPS. So let's wrap up the discussion. The new Apple iPhone SE is indeed one of the most compact smartphones, not only within the iPhone ranks but among the Android phones as well. It is thin and lightweight, yet powerful and dependable, with great speakers and a high quality screen, and impresses with camera performance even if it misses a feature or two. Being the cheapest of all the iPhones, there really is no alternative. If you are on the budget, the iPhone SE is your only option, but it is great one if you can live with the bezels, or you can add about 220 euros on top of the SE and get the iPhone XR with a larger screen of 6.1 inch with tiny bezels and Face ID within its notch. The iPhone XR is about 1 cm taller and wider than the SE, so it is not a giant. It may have the previous A12 chip, but most importantly, it offers a much better overall battery life. So finally, coming to the verdict, the debate we started of whether iPhone SE 2020 is worth 42,500 rupees or not. So the small iPhone is dead. Long live the small iPhone. That is pretty much the deal with every new iPhone, and it is about time to happen with the SE generation. The second SE is a small and a powerful phone, water resistant and beautiful, with a capable camera and great iOS support. The new iPhone SE is the cheapest iPhone right now, but also one of the cheapest flagship-like phones on the market if we are to compare bang for the buck. The only things you must do to like it is to embrace the bezels and buy a fast charger. So that's all for today. We are done with the verdict on iPhone SE 2020. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like it, share it, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon as well, and don't forget to comment your views. So stay tuned on Phone Edge with Rahul.